So I'm sure by now you've heard of the RAM prices absolutely skyrocketing over the past few months, and I'm sadly here to tell you that this is just the beginning and it's about to get much, much worse. Due to the recent boom in AI, we're already starting to see it have a detrimental effect on consumer products, with DDR5 RAM being the most notable product to skyrocket in price. I have the perfect example of this. I built a gaming PC in late December of 2024, and the PC I built was 32GB of DDR5 RAM from T-Force. I paid 159 Australian dollars for that RAM at the end of 2024, and I could even find cheaper ones at the time. Now fast forward to January 2025, and I'll put this on the screen. The exact same RAM from the same website a little over a year later is now 799 Australian dollars, which equals to around 535 US dollars. That's actually insanity, and it's not going to stop there. I really feel bad for people that want to build a PC, especially in 2026, because prices are just about to get out of hand and no one's going to be able to afford it. Now there's reports Nvidia is going to stop producing its 5070 Ti graphics card, which will highly likely see the other cards go up in price as well, which are already so expensive and out of people's reach as it is. And then there's at the same time, there was also rumors floating around that they might be cutting RTX 50 GPU supply by up to 40% in 2026 due to those same memory shortage problems. Nvidia is heavily invested in AI, most notably in the biggest one being OpenAI, and it seems pretty obvious at this point that these companies don't care about their consumers and don't really mind if people aren't buying PC components. Firstly, people will be and already are losing their jobs to AI, and AI companies are buying up all the memory for their data centers to the point where the companies are now making more money than ever, even at the prices they currently have up. And the only thing I can say is when the AI bubble bursts, and it will burst eventually, do not come begging for people to come back and buy your products. I know it's not going to happen, but I love another player to come into the market and not sell to these companies, and only to the consumers, just to rub it into the face of these big corporations. So you may be thinking to yourself, the memory problem only really affects a short amount of people, and you might think it's only for people wanting to build powerful PCs, but it's a lot worse than you might think. This will lead to just about all electronics going up in price, and you'll see things like your phones, TVs, and even things like fridges and other white goods go up in price, and that's not including console prices. A lot of these things are about to become a true luxury. And then we have the actual data centers drawing in so much power that people that live near them are seeing their electricity bills increase as much as 267% more than it cost them about 5 years ago. And that's just crazy. I need you guys to understand that it's not just about the price of the PC components that's making this bad. This is affecting people's abilities to live. The people that live around these data centers didn't ask for their bills to skyrocket, and I'm sure that they're not stoked to have things just increase because of data centers that are being built around them. And if you're thinking, well, they should just move if they have a problem with it, and I want to ask you, how would you feel if this happened to you then? And on top of that, who's to say it won't happen to you eventually? What if they do decide to build next to you? There's nothing you can really do about it. This isn't just affecting gaming, it has real life implications. I also expect this to affect consoles, and most notably with that would be the Steam Machine. The Steam Machine is meant to release in 2026, and we were already expecting this console to be pretty expensive. Now personally, I'd expect the price for it to be way more than any of us first expected, and it really might become a niche product if it wasn't already one to begin with. You guys can let me know whether or not you feel the same and if you plan on getting one. Valve won't take a loss on this product, and they don't really need to. They pretty much already own the whole market share of PC gaming, and that's not going to change anytime soon. Is AI really so useful that we want to see the price of everything around us increase? Most people are already struggling without all the extra prices coming out of nowhere because of AI, and for what? So you can ask ChatGPT to find you answers on something that could be completely incorrect, or to create you a photo of what your dog would look like if he was in Family Guy. AI clearly has its uses and benefits, and I don't want to sound like I'm against it because I'm not. I use it as well sometimes if I can't find something online or I want a quick answer. But I also don't need it so much where everything else I need increases in price because of it. I'm sure the AI bubble will burst eventually, and I understand it's new technology that these corporations obviously are investing heavily in, but I think for just about everyone, the faster the AI bubble bursts, the better it's going to be for everyone. The only worry I have now is whether or not we'll even see the memory prices come down. I'm sure the companies that are creating them are enjoying the recent benefit that they have of their prices being through the roof. Not only that, is AI going to keep electricity and other prices of bills rising, and could it spread even further than just being close to these data centers? Everything is unknown at this point, and I'm not really smart enough to say what's going to happen, and I'm just someone on YouTube giving my opinion. But now I'd like to hear from you guys. What's your thoughts on AI and the memory shortages? Do you think things will change eventually? Let me know in the comments below, like the video and subscribe if you're new here, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.